Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so I've seen a lot of people talking about the 66 tickets for the special summon. Obviously, it becomes available in part 3. You cannot have access to all 66 tickets as of right now. But I've seen a lot of people asking how many you should have if you have done everything that is available. So obviously, when this first came to JP, I think, was it the first time they did it was last year's anniversary? Might have been the one before. Obviously, it became a big meme to ask Talon where you get them all from, because obviously the missions weren't officially translated. They were in the game in Japanese. It wasn't too long until it went up on the wiki, of course. Wiki is pretty much always the best source for information. It's why you see me use it in most of these videos. So yeah, the meme used to be how do you get all of them, but yeah, like I say, I've seen a lot of people asking how many you should have as of right now. And obviously this is something that you want to make sure that you're doing, because this is essentially a free summon for everybody, 66 cards, with the last one being a guaranteed LR. Now, I've seen some quote-unquote like bad pulls from this banner for people who've done the stone version, because obviously as soon as the anniversary came out, there was a stone version of this banner available. It is the one that's actually showing on the screen. 250 stones, once only for 66 cards. The ticket version is the one that, of course, requires you to use all 66 tickets. So if for some reason you get, like, you know, to near the end of part 3 when all the anniversary stuff is about to go away and you only have 65 tickets for whatever reason, you cannot do the summon on this banner. So it's very important to make sure you get all 66. But I've seen a lot of people do the stone summon version, and like the GSSR, the guaranteed LR was one of the only SSRs they got, which can happen. But of course, last year I seem to remember, I think it might have been Toon, I'm not sure, did the 250 stone summon right at the beginning of the anniversary, and I think he got like 3 or 4 LRs in the multi. So that is possible. And obviously for free to play players, because we generally advise you guys to stay away from legendary summon banners across the course of the year normally, this for a lot of players is going to be one of the few places where you are actually going to be able to get a summonable LR, and of course they are guaranteed. Now, of course, the problem is you get an LR guaranteed. This is the pool here. You can see Global has the Tech Gohan available, because he released in December for both versions of the game. The anniversary was a little bit too soon afterwards for JP, and he wasn't included in their LR pool, but he is included on the global one. So he definitely is a very good pull. When you look at these LRs, I mean, the ones that you kind of want to be afraid of pulling are like Trunks and Mai, Bardock, I don't want to say physical Trunks, Beerus. I'm talking about this second like wave era of LRs, because now that STR, Broly and Gohan have their EZAs, it's only a matter of time until Trunks, Majin Vegeta and Goku Black and Zamasu get theirs. Whereas the Bardock, Trunks and Mai, Beerus, like that era, Bojack, like they're quite far away from potential EZAs. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is like the other one that fits in that like era of LRs. Now, of course, we have seen that with celebrations. If a unit fits the theme, they might EZA them ahead of schedule. So at the end of the day, unless it's an LR you already have rainbowed, now that we know LRs are going to get EZAs eventually, then it's not necessarily the worst thing to pull them now, regardless. So, whoa, hey, so I know you guys are probably enjoying the video right now, but Pickles, the true boss and, let's be fair, real star of the channel, has informed me that a crazy almost 60% of you guys watching the videos at the moment are not subscribed to the channel. So if you just want to go ahead, give that big red subscribe button a little, it will be much appreciated. Now back to the action. How many tickets should you have? So in the wiki, for some reason it took me ages to find this. You have to go into the JP campaign because it already lists all of the parts, and under the missions tab it shows you all of the missions here. So the login rewards, I think this was the original day. No, these are the daily missions. Special missions part 1, and it lists them all here. So a bunch of them gave you the 66 ticket or the tons of thanks ticket. Some of them gave both. Some of them gave the STR UI Goku. Then we moved into part 2, which obviously is the part that we're in now. So in theory, if you want to go by how many tickets do you have now, all of these missions listed here are the ones that you should be able to complete right now. And then these are the missions that come in part 3. And we'll go through them in more detail. But as you can see, they have also put the handy 66 ticket summary. So from the first login of the 6th anniversary, you got 6. From the missions in part 1, you got 26. The missions in part 2, you get 18. And the missions in part 3, you get 16. So as we're being in part 2 right now, a little bit of simple maths here. There's 66 tickets in total. You get 16 tickets in part 3. So as of right now, if you've completed all of the missions that are available, you should have 50 of these tickets. That is how many I have. I know I've cleared out like the missions tab completely. Some of the ones that will maybe take you guys a little bit longer is like the stamina one. But part 2's been up for about a week now, so depending on how much you've done the different events, how much you've been like link leveling the new units or anything like that, 500 stamina is the top one. And then I think all the other ones are pretty easy. Win an extreme battle. Obviously most of you guys will have done UI Goku's Easy A, even if you don't have him, because it's worth doing anyway. Clear a stage 20 times to beat all of those. Again, nice and easy. This one was for the story event for getting the awakening medals for the new free-to-play unit, so you guys should have done that as well. So all of these missions, of course, if you haven't done them yet, all of these missions are still available at the moment. You have until the end of the anniversary when the banner's going to go away to do all of the missions, so you shouldn't miss out on any of them, even if you started slightly late. So if you have 50 tickets, these are going to be the missions for part 3. So clear any stage 1, 3, 5, 7 and 10 times, and you're going to get tickets from that. Clear any stage with 1 or more Universe Survival Saga character on the team, or 3 or more. Pretty straightforward, since most people are going to be using all the new units and the new team at the moment anyway, especially if you do summon on the part 2 LR banner and pull either of the 2 new LRs. Clear a stage without taking damage 5 times. This is easy enough to do on things like the daily B-Pan event, the Majin Buu shape-up thing, the Roshi Turtle Shell, the Orb daily mission. Like, this one's super easy to do. Clear a stage within 1 turn, again, is the same kind of thing. Clear a stage 5 times while using only super attacks, as long as you're bringing a team that actually has a proper leader skill and links well. That is super easy. Clear a stage within 2 minutes 5 times. Again, you can do things like the Majin Buu shape up, all the like daily easy events. Even if you never normally do them, things like training in the clouds or like the Hercule Zenny event are ways you could easily get one of these done. Clear without using support items, again, easy enough. And then this one has another stamina tiered mission, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the final one being 300 stamina, and then the last couple of missions are for extra tons of thanks tickets. So none of these missions should be too difficult. Part 3 is obviously still over a week or so away from starting, because in a couple of days time we are going to get the top legendary summon banner, some new sales and all that kind of stuff, but we are still technically in part 2. So part 3 starts, I think it's a week after the LR banner comes out, but that hasn't been officially confirmed yet. I did do a video talking about the date I thought part 2 was going to start, so I probably will do a follow-up one for part 3 later on in the week. So you should have 50 tickets right now if you've done everything. If you have less than 50, make sure you go in and check your missions tab, because you will still have the other missions available, so you can get up to 50. And then, yeah, it's going to be a little over a week or so until part 3 starts, and that's when you will be able to get the final 16. Because obviously, regardless of what level player you are, no one's going to turn down a free multi, 66 characters, 1 guaranteed LR. Maybe you'll get lucky and pull extra LRs. Some of the featured units on here are actually pretty decent, like Tien, the Buu Piccolo, Supreme Kai and Kibito, Raditz. These guys from the 5th anniversary are... I don't want to say they're outdated. They are still good, but there's a lot of like better options. But these guys are definitely worth it. Some of these featured units are pretty solid. And if you can do the multi for free, then why not? In terms of the stone summon, I did advise people at the start of the anniversary not to do it straight away and see how your luck went on the UI and SSBE banners. But honestly, at this point, if you're done with your summoning on those banners, unless you want to try your luck on the top legendary summon banner, which is a bit iffy. I'll probably do a video more detail about that banner, but now is probably a good time. If you have the 250 stones and you don't want to risk the LR banner, now would be a decent time to go ahead and do this. So let me know what you guys are thinking down below. Have you already done the 250 stone summon? Are you sat at 50 tickets ready for part 3 to get those final 16, or are there still a few that you need to get? Let me know down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.